Now, how do you manage risk? How do you manage the risk? You manage risk by getting a collateral, a guarantee, an insurance. Invest less. Invest less by shifting risk. Shift risk. Get more investors, so it will be less impact on each. If I have a hotel and we have to change the roof and it's going to cost $100,000, but I have 100 investors, that's $1,000 each if we didn't plan for that. That's not the end of the world. But if I'm the only investor, that's $100,000 I got to come up with. You see? So measuring risk, I learned it from the insurance business. That's why I took insurance, so I can see the actuaries. Actuaries are those that have studied calculus of probability. I got so good at this that I was #1 for casino business for Hilton hotels. They would send me where they have casino problems because I was very good in math. And I wasn't when I was a kid. I wasn't. I was horrible in math. You know why? Because it wasn't my money. I couldn't think of the application of that. When it becomes your money, you become a human calculator. You're like, my gosh, I don't know how I know these numbers. Because it's your money. So insurance, this is how they calculate the risk. This is banking. Banks manage risk. Does the bank give you the loan because, Rita, we love you. You have been our friend for a long time. You need $100,000 here, go ahead. No, they're going to say, Rita, we need your deed on the property because we're going to give you the loan, we need it secured. When I put tenant, Tommy Hilfiger or Burberry, and any of these big tenants in my buildings, we actually get what's called an indemnification clause. The tenant indemnifies the landlord/owner in case any shopper falls in the building. Does this help me? Of course it helps me. It makes my life easy. I shift the risk. In my investments, I do syndications. It's a lot less risk for a lot of people, and I have to be more careful. The banks, when they give you a loan, they give you a lower investment. Invest less, in case you can read my handwriting. Invest less. They say, well, we're going to give you 80%, but now the market is scaring us. We're just going to give you 70% loan to value. So what's the bank doing? Lowering their risk. I learned that by just applying for a bank license, having to go through all the courses they wanted me to, and then I withdrew from a bank license because I realized just the compliance team I have to pay to is $500,000 a year, just for a private bank, small bank license. And this is not a federal license. It's like you have to be with a private bank for 2 years, then you apply for the federal. The compliance team was going to make $500,000 because everything is compliance now. Do you know if you open a bank account and you want to deposit cash, you just deposited cash, and you say, I would like to wire that cash out, they say you can't. You can't, this account is new. It has to sit for 72 hours. There's like crazy stuff now with banking. So this is how you measure risk, this is how you manage risk.